going to talk a little bit about high fructose corn syrup, which is added to a lot of things that we eat and drink in particular across the world, not just America. Um, some of the biggest culprits, of course, are sodas like Mountain Dew. Um, yeah, Originally, manufacturers went to they got away from sugar. When I was smaller, sodas came with real sugar. I thought they tasted better, and you can still buy them with real sugar. And in my opinion, they taste better than with the high fructose corn syrup. But it's a cost thing. Companies started using high fructose corn syrup because it was cheaper. But a lot of things you don't know about high fructose corn syrup can really cause you a lot of harm. I was reading an article here on my phone. Um, Originally they thought high fructose corn syrup was a better alternative than glucose because it doesn't spike insulin levels. But that turned out to be dead wrong. Actually, the liver actually converts fructose directly into fat. So when you see people and you talk to them, and, they've lost weight, and I've talked to people about this. The one thing they did was stop drinking soda, soda pop, soda, like the Coke, the Mountain Dew, Pepsi, whatever. They stopped drinking that. The majority, the major brands are all high fructose corn syrup. They'll offer a version with sugar, but nobody seems to buy them. I buy them. I'll have one a day. Usually a Pepsi with sugar, real sugar. One a day. I limit myself. Just kind of my treat for the day. But I don't drink the fructose corn sugar version. It doesn't taste as well to me. But the liver actually, like I said, converts fructose directly into fat. There's no, that's why people lose so much weight and they gain so much weight. A lot of heavy soda drinkers are very overweight, obviously. I know guys, of course, that were skinny as a rail. All they did was drink Mountain Dew. So your body's got to get calories from somewhere. If you're not eating, it's going to burn it for energy, obviously. People who consume lots of fructose end up developing high blood pressure, obesity, insulin resistance. Doctors call this metabolic syndrome. If you get some time, you probably heard about it, but if you haven't, you should definitely read about it. Type 2 diabetes is like an epidemic in our society, America in particular, and high fructose corn syrup has a lot to do with that. Um, the past 30 years, obesity rates have absolutely skyrocketed. Well, that's about the time, you know, in that time frame, we started using high fructose corn syrup in a lot of things. So, this is interesting. Medical bills to treat diseases associated with obesity are now more than 200 billion annually. $200 billion to treat obesity related problems. That's pretty crazy. We're banning smoking in all these places. Maybe we should start banning, you know, more than two sodas a day. I don't know what the answer is. I'm guilty of liking soda too, but like I said, one a day for me. And fructose, this is interesting too. The It actually causes your body to crave more and more of it. It has a effect in the brain where there are other foods and additives that do that as well. Oreos, I think palm oil, like in Oreo cookies, does the same thing. It turns off the part of your brain that says I'm full or I don't need any more of this. It actually creates a circle where it's just, you crave it, crave it, crave it, and your body doesn't know you're full. So it's pretty interesting. And this kind of scared me when I read this. Mercury is actually used in the production process of many types of fructose. Mercury, which is in a enough, if you get enough mercury, it's very toxic to the body. Obviously, causes a lot of health issues. So, some of the stuff isn't new, but this is kind of new though. And this was also pretty interesting. Fructose has been discovered to be a key driver for a molecular mechanism that drives uncontrolled growth of the heart muscle. In other words, fructose makes your heart grow. Um, that's not good, and it can lead to complete heart failure, as literally the heart outgrows its ability to function within the body. It gets too big, squeezes itself off. So yeah, like I said, high blood pressure. If you accompany that with an enlarged heart, that's a cardiovascular disaster waiting to happen. So, uh, you know, I don't know. The stuff that, these are all FDA approved things, and people are going to say, it was studied by the FDA. It's completely safe. If you believe that, I mean, the FDA is I don't know. The people that study this stuff are generally the people that make it, and they want to sell it. There's not a lot of independent studies that get taken seriously because there's no money behind it. Uh, they're not throwing money to companies to make change, those kind of things. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty bad deal. Just maybe do a little more research. I mean, high fructose corn syrup is in, I mean, everything: cakes, cookies, TV dinners, even peanut butter, yogurt, ketchup, iced tea, tonic water. I mean, wow, that's pretty crazy stuff. Um, and it's estimated that more than 80% of everything eaten in the U.S. is now genetically altered, since Americans rely so heavily on processed foods for their daily calories. Wow, that's pretty crazy stuff. But a lot of that has to do with population increase too. I mean, we have to do things now to provide food for people. Money, you know, it's easier to genetically alter foods, things like that, to increase output. And it's all about money. And it's a double-edged sword, because if you want to eat healthy, it tends to cost more, and that's tough to do for a lot of people. So I just thought it was pretty interesting about high fructose corn syrup, and really what you are putting into your body. You're getting mercury for one. I mean, that should scare the hell out of you to begin with. I mean, I eat a lot of fish, so I love fish. I mean, I love the taste of fish. It's delicious. So I'm kind of worried about the mercury, but I didn't really think it was in high fructose corn syrup products. When I was younger, I didn't give a crap what I ate. So I mean, hopefully I didn't do any damage, but I mean, I probably did. But so always be careful. Just thought I'd make a little video on it, let you know what just one thing that we consume, Americans in particular, consume a lot of: high fructose corn syrup.